Hello there, this is DBT and this Art of Runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, I'm gonna show you a trick, a workaround, or you could even call it a temporary fix to an issue that has been happening in the game for quite a bit. And that is the non-functional end of race credit multipliers. You've seen it, you probably have experienced it, and today I'll show you how to quote-unquote fix it. But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because doing that helps the channel to continue to grow, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe for some more alu right here. Now, before I jump actually on the main topic of this video, I want to quickly address that as I'm releasing this video, the new season already begun. But this video is not about it. That will have to wait until there's some other events to talk about and whatnot. It'll come soon, but this video is not about that. So yeah, there you go, a little bit of a disclaimer. Now, I will actually show you what the issue is. Like I just mentioned, is when you cannot claim your credits at the end, or rather the credit multiplier at the end of a race. So let me just go ahead and do a very quick race over here in the daily loot, which is this one, because these races are 30 seconds, so it works fantastic to do a race quickly while I explain the problem and show it to you in action. You know that at the end of races, you get this prompt to watch an ad, and then you can get a multiplier of your credits. So let's say that you earn 10,000 credits. Well, not that many, but really, whatever. Let's say that you earn 1,000 credits and you get a times 20 multiplier, then you can earn 20,000 credits from that. That's fantastic, right? The thing is that that doesn't always work. It really depends on which platform you are doing it. For example, if you're playing in platforms that do have advertisement, meaning in either PC, specifically in the Microsoft Store version of the game, or on mobile, in phones or a tablet or something, then these multipliers will work because you do have an option to watch an ad. The problem is if you're in a platform that doesn't have advertisement, like this one right now, the Nintendo Switch. You will see that I get the offer to get some additional credits, like times 12. Oh my god, I won it! But the moment that I press claim, I get this. Now, the top of the main text at the top, it's not really accurate. It says free ticket refill unavailable. That's not what I'm trying to do, but it still is a generic message that you get for this error. It says your account has previously been linked to a platform that supports ads. Free ticket refills are only available on platforms without ad-supported benefits. Please use a mobile platform that supports ad to receive our in-game benefits. Now, like I said, this is for anything that is related to what would normally be an advertisement reward. For example, the ticket refills, the fuel refills for the cars, the credit multipliers, the showroom tickets, even the packs for blueprints in the main shop. But yeah, they won't work over here and in other platforms. Now, it gets a little bit complicated. Who is affected by this issue? Well, like I just mentioned, the platforms that don't actually have advertisements in them. The Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation. I don't know about the Xbox because I don't play over there. But for example, the Steam version of the game also doesn't have advertisements. So we get this option to, in theory, just claim rewards instead of actually showing, or rather watching ads. So for example, let's say over here, I do want to also fill my tickets. Forget about the free refill. That is just because I own the Legend Pass. I'm focusing here on the right side. I get a limited amount of claims of tickets a day. So let me claim one because I want to get one more ticket. But I get the exact same error. So once again, it's the platforms that don't have advertisement to get this issue. Now, that error itself, it is a little bit telling as to what they were trying to do. Because specifically, for example, if I was playing on the Steam account, well, yeah, my Steam account, I also sometimes play on my phone. So what they're trying to say is, hey, on Steam, you cannot watch ads. You're not going to get these benefits over here. Instead, switch to your phone, watch the ads over there, and that's how you get the benefits. That's what they're saying over here. The problem is that two platforms, PlayStation and Nintendo Switch, cannot be moved from those platforms. You know that you might be playing on iOS on your iPhone, and then you can also play it on PC and then move to your Xbox, and it's the same account. But the PlayStation and the Switch don't have this. It's impossible to change or to move your account. I think you can move it once. You have to contact customer care, and that is like a one-time thing. And once you move the account to another platform, it stays there forever. So just keep that in mind. So that is the issue. You cannot claim this at all. How do you fix it? Well, I'll tell you, the very first thing you gotta do is restart the game. And here we go, I'm just showing you a little bit how the game is indeed starting. But I'm gonna skip some of this loading because on the Switch it takes a while to start. Okay, I skipped there like 30 seconds of loading. I'm telling you, it's... What can I tell you? The Switch is not a very strong console, so it takes a while to load everything. But there we go. The game has officially loaded. Oh, apparently I've done some of that. Let's forget about it. All right, so that is the first step. Restart the game. The very next step that you want to do is go into multiplayer. It can be either MP1 or MP2. If there's an MP3, meaning the Team Pursuit, which is not available right now, but let's say that it was, don't go into that one because that one will not work. It has to be either MP1 or MP2. Right now, I'm just going to go into MP2 for the sake of, you know, it's there. Let me go ahead. I'm going to do a race with the 4GT because I like how that car looks. But yeah, you want to go into MP1 or MP2 and then do a race. Now, I'm not showing you the entire race, only really the end, just so that you see that the race was done and everything, but really the result of the race itself, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you win it, if you lose it, whatever it is, just do the race, finish it, and then you're gonna get, as usual, an offer to do a credit multiplier. Now, over here is where in theory, it doesn't matter. All that matters here is that you get this prompt, and then that's it. The issue is sort of fixed. Still, just to double check, or rather to try to make sure, I always claim the very first one, but apparently works even if you don't claim it. And you will see that this is gonna work. That's right, after the first restart of the game, go ahead into Multiplayer 1 or Multiplayer 2, do a race, and claim the multiplier. And then from here onwards, the multipliers and everything else that it's quote-unquote ad-related or ad-based, or that should be ad-based, is gonna work. So, let me show you. For example, once again, let's go over here into the daily events. And I did say that I wanted to refill my ticket. So I go over here, and once again, I'm gonna go to the right one, and voila! I was able to refill my ticket. So everything that is related to what would normally be an ad-based reward, now is gonna be working once you have done this thing of restarting the game and jumping into MP1. So, MP1 or MP2. Once again, if there is MP3, don't do it because that is not going to work. And if you, for example, you restart the game, but instead of going into MP1 or MP2, you go into a time-limited event and then you do it, and you're like, oh no, it didn't work. All right, I need to do MP1 or MP2. Let me do it now. It's not gonna work. At that point, you need to restart the game once again. You just gotta make sure that your first race is either MP1 or MP2. Now, I was gonna come over here to show you, but then I remember, I already claimed this, that these bonus packs are also quote-unquote ad-based. So you can claim those. I already did it earlier today, so that's why it doesn't show. But this would be working by now because I did the multiplayer thingy. But I just noticed that there's an epic for my Porsche 911 GT3 RS, and of course I'm gonna take it because, man, if everything goes well in the Korean Food Festival, I will be able to gold the car. So that's pretty dope. But either way, so yeah, I wanted to give you this bit of information because this is not a new thing that we have discovered, like, oh my god, look at this is how you actually, you know what, while we talk, might as well do a race over here because, hey, credits are credits, and I'll show you still that the credit multiplier works. But yeah, this is not like a new discovery in the game, something that we just figured out. This workaround has been around for a little bit, but you know, I had seen some people on the comments telling me, oh, but the credit multipliers aren't working. I'm like, oh wait, you can fix it. And I've been saying that a few times in the comments here in the channel, and that's when I realized, like, oh, maybe this workaround is not as widely known as I thought that it was. So that's why I decided to make a little bit of a video on this. And, you know, this is good just in the sense of being able to claim all of this stuff again, because seriously, the amount of credits that you can get from finishing the races and getting your ad multipliers, it's a big deal, especially if you can plan them ahead because of how the sequence of the multipliers is preset and whatever, it's fine. Just getting your multipliers from there, it's actually pretty useful. But like I said, also your ticket refills, your car fuel refills, the showroom tickets, the Drive Syndicate hazards as well. Even though the Drive Syndicate by now has already ended, still, the hazard can be quote-unquote hacked, you know, that's what they call it over there, by watching ads, or in this case, by claiming those, claims? So here we go. Because I did do the multiplayer race, guess what? This is gonna work and I can claim them. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is that every time that you shut down the game, you need to do this over. It's not like, oh, I fixed it and it's gonna be fixed forever. No, it's fixed for this one, let's call it session that you logged into the game. You open the game and yeah, that's where it's gonna be working. But if you close the game and reopen it, it's not going to work. So at that point, you need to do the same thing once again. Go into multiplayer 1 or 2, finish a race, claim your multiplier, and from there, so long as you don't shut down the system, the quote-unquote ad-related things are gonna be working again. Now, like I said, I know that by the time this video comes out, the new season probably already begun, but as you can see, I'm recording this at the very end of the Korea spring season, just because, you know, I had to pre-record this. It's fine. If there's something interesting to report on the new season, don't worry, I'll make a video as soon as I can. But for now, I wanted to make this little short video to hopefully help people that are not aware about this issue. Once again, this is going to be working for the Nintendo Switch players. I believe this works also for PlayStation players. All the other platforms that get this issue, it's platforms where you can move your game to a, let's say, a phone where you will be able to watch ads. So if you play on the Steam version and you see this issue, you're not going to be able to fix it in this way. But the Steam version can be linked into your phone, and over there's where you can watch the ads to get the multipliers or the ticket refills and all of that stuff. So keep that in mind. But yeah, once again, if you found this video useful in some way, you thought that it was interesting or you learned something, go ahead, like and subscribe to the channel because, hey, why not? I like posting videos like this from time to time. Hopefully, once again, they're informative. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!